Okay, so to make the two bearings, I got two blocks of brass that I machined to be the same length. This is 3/4 long, 3/8 thick, and 5/8 of an inch high. So so these are machined to the same size, and I'm gonna have to drill and ream 1/4 inch holes, 3/8 up from the bottom. So I already centered everything in the mill, and I got two stops. I got this way. This will locate positively in between here, so I can do all the operations in one piece, take it out, and then move the other one over, and that'll fit in there just fine. I won't have to worry about finding the center each time. I can just drop it in and take care of everything. So that's the plan. Let's get to it. Let me get this tightened down. Let's see, we'll just give it a little pressure here. Okay, and we'll start with a center drill. As you can see, it fits nice and snug in there. A little pressure down here, snug that up. Okay. Alright, let me get this out and I'll get a... Alright, so I got to slow down, got a 1/4 inch reamer, and let's get this guy going. Okay. Okay, so both the main bores are drilled and reamed, and now we'll keep the positioning here. This will drop in, and we could drill the mounting holes, and there's an oil hole that goes in there too. So the only thing I have to do is now just relocate the table in the Y-axis here just to center it along this 3/8 thick edge. Okay, so all I have to do now is back out my y-axis, half of that, 1875, and that'll put me on center line of the bearing in the thickness of it. And my other numbers should stay the same because I have the stops locating it. So 1875. Yeah, it's close enough. And let me swing you over to here. And as you can see now, all I have to do is just drill my center holes, drill it, and then I could drop the other piece in, and that'll locate it in the x-axis here, so I could do my 2 mounting holes and the oil hole in the middle. So right now it's still on center from when we left off, so while it's there I might as well start the center drill on that, step it over 1/4 inch in the x-axis, and then back over 1/4 inch the other way. So let's get this head lowered down, get a little closer. Okay. And I think just to minimize tool changes, I'm going to, let me get this back over where it needs to be. Okay, and just to minimize the tool changes, I'll just drill, the 3 center holes, and I'll swap the piece out, drill those, and then complete it with what I have to drill it with. You know, on second thought, I'm just going to swap out the drill bits now. So it's number 40 on each of those on the mounting holes, and they don't specify a diameter for the oiler, but I think I'm going to make that a 1/16 of an inch. Let me get those drill bits ready, and I'll bring you back. Okay. And I think before I take that part out, I'm going to just I'm going to take that center drill, I'm going to put that back in there. I'm going to need it again anyway. And I'm just going to open up that hole to make it a little bit of a chamfer on that. Okay, I like that. Alright, I'm going to do the other piece the same way, so I won't bother filming that for you guys. When it's all done, we'll take a look at it and do some inspection on it. Alright, so got to make 2 weights, and they'll sit on the valve beam, keep weight down. So I guess that's to keep the valve beam from bouncing, keeping it in contact with the eccentric. So I'm going to do it the very same way that I did the 2 brass bearings. Gonna set up a work stop on both sides of the workpiece, and that'll give me my center location, and use an end mill and just mill out this 1/4-inch slot. So I have both pieces laid out on a piece of steel here, and 7/8 high by 1/2 inch thick, and I got a bunch of marks laid out on there, and I already went ahead and put a mark where the drill will go through for the pin. And I'm going to do this off camera. For those who've watched the bearing video, it's the same thing, just instead of drilling a hole, it's going to be making a slot, and it's just kind of a redundant thing. So my plan is going to be, right now I'll cut this off on the bandsaw, leaving it a little proud of that line, mill it to overall length, which is 3/4, get both of them the same size, and then I'll be able to set it up in the milling machine, like I said, with a work stop on each side, so make a pocket for that to sit in, and I could build a slot, change the piece out, and it'll be in the same spot again, and then flip it over and drill the hole. So just a quick update on that. Like I say, I'm not going to do a video on it. I'll bring you back when the part is all done, though. Okay, so the 2 bearings are complete. Pretty happy with how they came out. I also have the 2 weights that'll sit on the valve beam, and that keeps weight on the eccentric. That keeps the valve beam pushed down on the eccentric. So those 2 are done. I touched off briefly how I was going to go about making them, but I did not videotape the process, which was very similar, as I mentioned, to make the 2 bearings. So so that'll wrap up this video, and I think we're pretty much done. Maybe a couple of odds and ends here and there, but I think the next video I put out will be the completed engine. So I hope you guys are going to stick around to see that, and as always, thanks for watching.